So the communication system I chose to use is the picture exchange communication system, also known as PECS. Basically, it's a way to teach a child how to communicate with someone else, which could be their teacher, therapist, parent, um, by giving them pictures of what they want. Um, so the program, the sorry, the communication system is really for children who are nonverbal. It's highly used for children who are autistic. So there are six phases of PECS, and so I'll go over the phases. The first phase is basically just teaching the kid how to communicate. The child will just learn that if they give the adult the picture, then they'll get something what they want in return. So I printed out, they're not in color. Of course, you would want the pictures to be in color. You can see these. You would want the pictures to be in color just because it's more appealing to the child. And so on here, the larger pictures say I want, I see, and thank you. So you would basically just cut out, you would also laminate them just to keep them intact, and then use Velcro so that they're able to stick to a board. And you would place the I want, I see, and thank you separately from the pictures. And so you always want to have, if you have the picture, you also want to make sure that you have the item right there, not in reach for the child to get, but the child should be able to see the item that they're working for. So for the I want, you would just have it placed there, and you would have the child, if the child reaches for the physical item, you want to guide their hand back to the I want sign, and you want them to actually pick up um, the picture that they want. So if they want a drink, they would have to pick up the picture with the drink and place it next to the I want, and then you want to immediately give them that drink. Um, if you are doing this, you may want to give them a little bit at a time. You don't want to, if it's a juice box, you don't want to allow them to drink the whole juice box. You want them to take a sip and you take it right back, because they need to be able to ask for it again. And you want to have like the same type of that you, well, first you do want to know what the child likes. So PEX needs to be it needs to be specific to each child. You don't want to have like this. I printed off the internet just for an example. But if you're really doing this, you want to have pictures of things that your children really enjoy. So first, you need to find out what the reinforcers are. Um, and that'll be different for every child. So you need to have the picture and also make sure you have that reinforcer right there so that you're able to give the child it. They shouldn't have to wait. You shouldn't have to go get up and walk across the room and then bring it back to them. Um, so I want. So the child will put the I want, and then they'll pick it up, Velcro it to maybe the sentence strip, and then if they want the cookie, then they're gonna put the cookie down. They're gonna give it to you. You're gonna say thank you. You're going to say, I want cookie. Make sure you read it back to them. You will want to break the cookie up if you can. Break it up in 4 pieces. Don't give them the whole cookie. Make them work for the whole cookie. In phase 2, you just want to just like move the pictures further away from the child, so that they'll have to go get it. If it's right next to the child, the person that's holding it should kind of start like walking away. The child needs to like they need to be challenged a little bit. You don't want to just make it easy. You don't want it sitting like right in front of them all the time. So you may have the Velcro thing across the room, and the child has to walk over there, um, pick up whatever the picture is, bring it back to you, and then you immediately um, hand them the reinforcer. So then like phase 3, I kind of like jumped right into it. So for phase 3, you would want to have the I want, or the I see. You would want to have the 2 pictures. So phase 1, you just, if they can just pick up the drink cup and hand picture and hand it to you, that's good. Or if they pick up the ball cup and hand it to you, the ball picture, then that's good. Phase 3, you want to make sure that the second picture is something that the child um, does not want, so that he really needs to like look at the picture. So you may want to have like a picture of something that you know they're really not going to play with. And then you want to make sure you have a picture of something that they really like. So then they're choosing. They actually have to choose between which picture. And then phase 4, so you can start sentences. And this is when you start the I want. And then that's the sentence strip that you'll detach from the book. I kind of jumped right into that. Um, and then phase 5, the teacher just wants to like start having the child answer questions. So the teacher, for example, what do you want? I'm using the PECS, the pictures, of course. The child should either walk over to it and pick it up and hand it to you. And then you'll, of course, repeat back. You want the ball. Um, and then 6 is just this is when like the teacher, therapist, or whoever teaches the child to comment in response to a question. So, for example, you may ask the child, "What do you see?" And the child says, "I see apple." So that's basically it.